I think that's what we're really talking about is identity shift, right? Even right from the beginning of how did I create a business that does this?
Yes.
And one of my private clients today actually asked me about, well, how did Katie just flick the switch and change?
This is where it's so powerful to have the right people in your corner and to be around the right people, because it's having people that have gone through it to actually be able to articulate it back to you.
I liken it to a timeline adjustment, right? Like you're heading in a particular direction. And I think when people lose their direction, they think that their direction's changed.
Yes.
And so they get distracted and go off looking at other things. However, actually, if you can just hold the vision, it's actually universe aligning everything so that that timeline has everything you want on it.
Okay, I want to start this way a little bit different.
Oh, I like a different start to a podcast.
Yeah. So I just feel like we've been serious.
So serious.
I want to know, what are you most excited about in life right now?
Going on holidays.
Yes.
2 days.
Yes. Where are you going? Tell
I'm
everyone.
going to Hamilton Island in the Whitsundays.
Uh-huh.
It is like a little second home for me. I used to live up there, and it is like the place where I get off the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Or not, I don't even have to get off the plane because we fly business class. So when they open the door, we're in row 1 and the air hits you straight away. And because it's such high humidity, you feel the air rush into the plane, and it's like an instant nervous system down regulator. Like it just makes you go, oh, and everything works. And then the color of the water, the turquoise water, you know, you've flown in over a whole lot of other islands. It's been turquoise water for about 30 minutes. You just fly in, you land, and then that warm air hits you. And there's a certain smell, like it's kind of, it probably doesn't sound very appealing on a podcast, but off coral smell. So there's that little bit of sort of sea dead kind of fish smell. But I told you, it doesn't really sound appealing. Really doesn't sound appealing. There is a smell. There's a smell mixed with the gum trees that are on the island, and it's a very specific Australian island smell. And I get off that plane and oh my goodness, I just feel so good. And then you get in a golf buggy because there's no cars on the island, so you're like racing in your golf buggy. It's so great. So much fun.
I am so excited about this, guys. So for context, we're filming this just before. So Liz is actually going earlier. So you're going over with Simon, and you're going to have family time there with Jack and Jenna and the grandbabies as well, which is really beautiful. And then the whole team rocks up.
4 days later, everyone's there.
Which is going to be phenomenal. And I actually wanted to start this podcast, and we're probably going to go on a bit of a tangent and go a bit rogue here. But I wanted to talk about how it feels to be at the level of success that you are, to be able to take the entire team to a luxury destination. Like, it's actually incredible.
It actually is, and I probably haven't thought about that.
Yeah. Like, we're a big team.
Yeah, what is that? 11 people, I think. Like, and then there's 3 babies.
Yep.
And someone else, like one of, like our CFO, her partner comes as well. So I think it's 12 people, 3 babies, 15 people go on holidays to a luxury destination. We hire out an incredible house this time. So sometimes we have apartments. This time it's a big house. And then to back it up, come February, we're going ritzy, high 5-star mega resort overseas because Hamilton Island isn't quite enough. So let's back it up a month and a half later and get out of the country together. I think in terms of the gratitude part of that, I feel so grateful that I can. And it's a little bit of a pay it forward thing. So this is going to open up a whole big story.
I love it.
So when
I actually feel emotional. Oh my God, I'm going to say
Here we go, crying on the podcast. One of the things that happened in 2008 when I was rescued by the police in a helicopter off an island in the Whitsundays was a lot of people helped me to get me to the point where I could leave that abusive marriage. And, you know, someone got one of the kids for me. Someone picked up one of the toys for me. Someone carried my bag for me. And more than that, because it had been ongoing for weeks leading up to this plan, you know, what my parents call the Great Escape, there'd been this whole plan to leave. And so there'd been, I remember one night just feeling so awful. And I lived on an island that had a resort on it. And one of the bartenders rang my room and said, "Hey, I don't know what to do to make you feel good right now. So I'm going to make you a drink and I'm going to make it twice. One's going to have alcohol and the other one's not. And can you just open your door when I come up to see you?" Because I'd largely reclused myself from the whole resort.
Yeah.
And he knocked on the door, he put the 2 drinks down on the doorstep and just held me. And his name was Ben Blinkhorn. I don't know if anyone actually knows him. I don't know where he is in life right now. But he was so pivotal in me recognizing my worth in a moment when I felt worthless, because he just hugged me and held on. And he didn't let me go. Like, he just hugged me. I don't know. It felt like a 2-hour hug. It was probably 20 seconds. At the time, though, it was exactly what I needed. And I just remember saying to him on Facebook Messenger after I'd left, one day I'll pay it back to you. And I don't even know where he is. And now that I've remembered his name, I'm actually going to look him up. So I remember at the time thinking, there are so many people that I have to pay it back to. And there's a movie, it's quite old now, called Pay It Forward.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I don't even really remember what the movie was about. However, this concept of paying it forward makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because if I went back and I said to everyone, "Hey, I want to take all of you on a holiday to relive me leaving an island," like, that sounds weird. But if I look at my team and go, I'm just going to create a business that can create wealth for many people, that can allow people like you guys to come on holiday with us and actually have a good time, then that's paying it forward. And it feels like there's not that now I know that you don't have to pay debt, right? In terms of paying emotional debt.
Yeah.
However, at the time, I felt it was really important. And so there was a driver of, I need to make this so successful that all of that emotional debt is paid.
Yeah.
And so when I think about that, and I'm going back like to an island that's, 10 minutes in a helicopter from where I used to live when that happened, I see the water, and the place that made me feel the most unsafe in the world is now the place that makes me feel the safest in the world. And I really love it. So it's not just about the success that's created the ability to bring the team. It's also the pay it forward part of that, where it just feels so great to be able to give forward for everything that was given to me in a time when I really needed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's really amazing. And like, even just listening to you then, I was just like reflecting on just my journey in the team specifically.
Yeah.
Like, from the perspective of, like, I created success individually.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, would I have, like, it's the exposure piece for me.
Yep.
Like, absolutely, I get to go and hang out with all my besties. Like, I fucking love it, of course. And though I'm like, okay, like, definitely, if I wasn't a part of the team, I'd definitely be successful, because I'd be successful doing
'Cause
anything.
you already were before you were a part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the piece of going, okay, would I have still been exposed to the same things I've been exposed to? And I'm unsure that I would have. Like, I'm unsure that I would have
Had so many 5-star dinners.
I just like got to the point where I like really value that, because it was never something that I did value in the past. Like, I never grew up like with that kind of exposure into those experiences. Like, I've never been to Hamo, and I can and have been able to for a long time afford to go to Hamo, and though it's never even been on my radar.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the...
And I think the thing is it's not going to Hamo the way that the general public goes. It's going with someone who used to live there.
Yeah.
And so even though I lived on a different island life is very similar. And because I was the nurse on another island, I was at Hamilton Island regularly to pick up pharmacy supplies, or to talk to a visiting practitioner, or to, just on my day off, like, go over to Hamo. And so there's all these little secret places that I know that make it an even more exciting holiday.
Going with a local.
It's like, it's like, let me show you through here.
Yeah.
Like,
and what about this? And what about this? And the stories as well that come with it. Like, that's something I really love about.
One of the favorite bits is like when you're on the buggy and you're telling stories about,
and then this happened here.
What happened there. Yeah.
Yeah. And particularly, I think our team is so tight.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a phenomenal bunch of humans.
We actually want to spend non-work time together.
Yeah, and that feels really, really great as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought we could start talking about that, and then it just got me just feeling really grateful for everything that you've done, like through all of the things. And I think particularly this year, and like I know that we speak a lot about values levels, and we just come out of Master Prac.
Yeah.
I've had so many people blowing up my DMs wanting to know more about my experience through values levels after Master Prac, which has been interesting. So maybe even opening up a little segment here, we can talk into that, because I feel as though like this year has been so incredible for me.
Yeah.
Like in so many different ways, particularly like from an external viewpoint, right? Like in terms of the success we've created, the impact we've created, and all of that. And it's probably been the most challenging year internally.
Yeah.
Just through transition of values and like transition of self and the identity shift and navigating.
I think that's what we're really talking about is identity shift, right? Even right from the beginning of how did I create a business that does this?
Yes.
And one of my private clients today actually asked me about, well, how did Katie just flick the switch and change?
Oh my God,
it
she
was like it
messaged me
happened
today.
overnight. Yeah. She goes, it was like it happened overnight. And I'm like, it kind of did. Because once you pop out, you pop out.
Yeah.
And this is that concept of recognizing that life exists in a spiral and growth exists in a spiral. And so as you're going through it, you're going around the spiral, but eventually you pop out on the next level. And when you pop out, it's fast.
Literally.
It's like, hang on a minute, 3 days ago, I felt like terrible and now I feel great again.
Yeah.
And it's almost enough to make you feel like you're going a bit crazy.
Literally.
Like at both ends, both when you first go into the downward part and then when you come and pop out at the other end, it's like, did any of that just happen or did I just imagine that? Like, what?
Yeah, literally.
And I think that like this is something that I'm super passionate about and super passionate about teaching in our master practitioner training. So to do that, you have to do practitioner first and then you come into master prac. I think it's literally a system of recognizing how your own personal values exist within society.
Yeah.
So how do you fit in and function in a particular way? What's important to you? And to give you some examples, you know, there are people who are totally self-obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like selfish. Some people would call them narcissists, but they're actually really good at making money.
Yes.
Because they're all driven about.
And they've got energy.
Yeah, and they've got loads of energy. So there's those people. And then from there, they come around, you know, feeling guilty for all the bad things they've done. And they eventually pop out into this values level where it's all about doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Systems, there's right and wrong, there's black and white, there's yes and no. It's very much all about the dichotomy. It's where education exists. It's where the legal frameworks exist. It's where tax exists.
Yeah.
It's like this whole big system level. And when they start, they're like, oh, this is fun. I'm learning about this. Oh, look at this. And then eventually it's like, oh my God, I think I want to move out of the country so I don't have to pay tax. Right?
I need to bend these rules now.
And so they go, oh, actually, I could just be tax efficient and stay. And so as they learn to bend the rules a bit, they pop out again. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, energy again.
Yeah.
And then this one is all about making money, entrepreneurship or corporatocracy. And it's about building and it's about how do I create a win-win where I can win, you can win, we all can win.
Yeah.
And everyone gains benefit.
Yeah.
And that values level is probably one of the most exciting.
Oh my God, it's so much fun.
And it generally tends to last for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then you realize that your whole life's been focused on that and you really want to focus on people again.
Yeah.
And it's that point where people tend to go through this space or a void where they don't know who they are. It's typically where a lot of entrepreneurs they burn their business to the ground. Yeah. Because they're like, no, I don't know. I don't want it like that. So I just won't have it.
Yeah. It's the weirdest experience of my life, quite literally. Yeah. To go from that like value of being like everything's a win-win, like money, experiences, like everybody's just on fire and it's this like really fun, like electric energy to then go into, oh, for what purpose?
Why did I do that? What's the big picture?
Yeah.
Who's going to benefit from this?
Yeah.
Nothing I do makes any difference.
Yeah. It's just a drop in the ocean.
It's a drop in the ocean. I can't fix the world. It's that realization It's going from that motivation of wanting to change the world
Like,
to
I'm the best, to
I can't
I don't
change
matter.
the world. I don't have anything. And I think when people enter that, they go into this void and they don't think that anyone else is doing it or has been through it or even understands it. And they do.
Yeah.
They're just not really showing it anymore because they're through it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's probably one of the hardest levels to transcend. It's that concept of sitting in your own problem without having a problem.
There is no problem. That is the problem.
Yeah. So it's literally when you get to the point where I've got enough money that I could buy whatever I want
Yeah.
and I don't want anything.
Yeah.
I've got enough people around me that I could have any relationship that I want, but I don't want a relationship. I've got enough shelter and stuff
Yeah.
that now I don't want any
Doesn't
stuff.
scratch the itch. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even know what I want.
Yeah. I
And
think
so it puts you into this void place.
yeah.
But what's exciting about the void is you can create whatever you want there. And so if you can enter that space with some positivity, with the right people around you,
Yeah.
then when you pop out, it's actually phenomenal.
I think it gets the worst rap.
Yeah,
And
it
it's like,
does.
and it's easy to feel as though I'm like on my way out and to be like, it's not so bad in there. And I'm like, I know it was also
like 3 months ago.
it was also kind of awful. And like the only way I can literally describe it is I quite literally felt robotic.
Yeah.
And if I had a really so like in the context of like work and coaching and
Yeah,
like doing the work that we do,
it was
I
totally
felt
fine.
100% totally great. Felt like me. That was all good because I was aware of the box that I got to jump into and operate from. And I was like, this is epic. There's a box I can stand in. I can be this version of me. And yet when I was out of that box, I'm like, who am I?
I'm at home by myself and I think I don't exist.
And I don't exist anymore. What do you mean? And it was freaking wild. And though also so much, like there's so much love. It's almost like there's too much love that then the love doesn't exist anymore because it just like, it is all love. So it's like it like cancels itself out. Like it's such a weird feeling to articulate.
Because there's so many feelings that there's no feeling.
That's exactly what it is. And also, yeah, there's so many feelings available that there's no feelings because no feeling automatically drops in anymore.
No,
you have to actively choose.
Yeah.
But then you got to utilize in it, like you got to pull it into your body and it's like, I don't want to be in my body because I realize that I have to choose everything. So is any of it real? Because I have to choose it.
But nothing's real.
And then nothing's real. Like it's this whole thing, right? It's this whole thing. And obviously, like you mentioned in Master Prac, we go into incredible detail around values levels and how to transcend, how to coach people through different values levels and all of that. And through that, like obviously sharing with the students and sharing my journey, that's what's prompted my DMs to just be off their chops right now in regards to, are you great? Like, what do you mean? What's been going on? I would have never have known. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. Like, unless you were close to me. And I think that was like, I remember saying this to you and some other people in the team. I was like, did you know that I was robotic?
Yes.
And they were like,
yes, we did.
yeah. And I'm like,
sitting at dinner and she'd last for about half an hour if we were with someone that she didn't know. So if she was just with us, it was totally fine. If we were with someone she didn't know that well, then she'd be about half an hour, really personable, like she always is. And then she'd just end up sitting there like this.
goodbye.
And it was like an AI robot that got powered down. And she'd just sit there. Occasionally she'd nod, like, and it was just this vacant look. So, oh, bye.
It's actually so funny to me now because and that particular client that your private client you were talking to today, like I know that she'll listen to this.
Yeah.
And so
she listens to all of our podcasts.
I especially want to say to her, like, it's going to be okay. Like, you're going to be okay.
You'll get through it.
It's like the biggest thing, like, and I completely remember being in it and being like, sure, when? Like, give me some kind of like freaking pinprick of like hope and like light at the end of this tunnel that doesn't actually exist because there is no tunnel because there's nothing. Like, and at the same time, like, you just have to hold on to hope that it's all going to get great. And I was thinking today because your client messaged me, and I was thinking today, what actually happened? What popped me out the other side? And I actually can't pinpoint anything specific. And
I know what it was.
Do you?
Yeah.
What was it?
You went for a swim in the ocean.
Yeah, that definitely was part of it. I
Like that
feel
was the beginning of
yeah,
pop out.
yeah.
Like that was there's a different pathway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually so true. So,
Yeah.
like, a bit of context, I know I've spoken about it on the podcast yonks ago. Like, when I was 7, it was Christmas and I was 7, so I was almost 8. I, like, was resuscitated from drowning in rapids, and I've, like, done all the things and feel quite neutral in regards to the water. However, wouldn't actively seek going
Choose
in
to
it.
go for a swim in the
Yeah, because
ocean.
I'm like, okay, great. Like, I'm not going to have a meltdown or anything like that. Like, I'm fine. And do I have to? Like, for what purpose?
Yeah, and so
Is it going to bring me joy? Like,
and so you went to the beach on your own that afternoon.
I did, yes.
And went, hey, I'm just going to go for a swim in the ocean. Then messaged me and went,
Holy
went
fuck,
for
I
a
just went in the
swim
ocean. Yeah.
And as soon as you sent me that message, I was like, she's on the way out.
She's
so
on the
great.
way out. Yeah.
Because she did
actually
something
unreal.
different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually
And had
think that's the piece.
motivation to do it.
It's actually having energy again.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. Like, and to the point where it made me like start asking, like, was I robotic? Like, did everyone know this? And like, because I knew it, and also you kind of like avoid the fact that you know it when you're in it.
I think there's so much capacity. So I think there's overwhelm when you have a tight container and there's lots in it.
Yes.
But then there's equally overwhelm when you have this really big container and there appears to be nothing in it.
Because it's impossible to fill it out.
Yeah. And the key moment, like when you swim in the ocean and realize, like, this is what I just make this up, right?
Love it. I love your perspective.
So when you jumped into the ocean and realized that your vastness was as big as the vastness of the ocean, then you know that this container is already filled.
Yeah.
It's just filled with you.
Yeah.
And so you realize the magnitude of what you can create, who you can be, how far you can send your ripple effect. Like, it's just like this incredible wow moment of I actually am doing
all of it.
everything that I'm meant to be doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always makes me cry. Because it's this like, and this is where it's so powerful to have the right people in your corner and to be around the right people, because it's having people that have gone through it to actually be able to articulate it back to you.
I think that's the biggest thing is when you're going through it, there's zero language.
Yes.
It's like, I feel, don't worry about it. Like, it's that kind of comment. And so there's zero articulation available within you. And so when someone else outside of you hasn't been through it, they just look at you and go, oh, you must be depressed. And it's not depression at all. It's
you're fine.
It's actually this great thing of growth and change.
Yes.
Where it's almost like, we talk about the waiting place in Dr. Seuss, the places you'll go.
Yeah.
And we talk about it usually to people and say, you're in the waiting place, you're not actually taking action. That's why you're in the waiting place. But I think when it comes to this particular level, you go in the waiting place and you don't want to wait, but you have to.
Yeah.
It's like a time requirement that the universe has dictated that you have to take. And it's just like, just wait. There's a little bit more modification I need to do with you. I'm going to just build out your capacity even more. And then we can go again.
My God, that's actually such a beautiful way to look at it. It's because I have always really held the belief of like, we're in this beautiful co-creation relationship with God's source creation, universe, whatever label you want to put on it. And that's a really beautiful way to view it and to articulate it. Is it's just like, just hang on. Just hang on. There's a few more things I need to rearrange.
The universe is always working for you. And sometimes it needs a bit of time to make it all fall into place. And I liken it to a timeline adjustment, right? Like you're heading in a particular direction. And I think when people lose their direction, they think that their direction's changed.
Yes.
And so they get distracted and go off looking at other things. However, actually, if you can just hold the vision, it's actually universe aligning everything so that that timeline has everything you want on it, not just bits and pieces.
Oh my God, I'm like getting fired up. I just got goosebumps. I'm like, it's exactly what it is. And that is like for anybody that is feeling as though they're in that zone right now, it's like, actually, can you hold that frame?
Yeah.
Because it is about choosing the most empowering story always at any level. And I just Yeah, that's such beautiful articulation. What a random episode to
This is a great episode.
go
I
on
really
such a
enjoyed this episode.
tangent with it. Anyway, the point of starting that whole conversation
Yeah.
was thank you. And I love you. And it makes
love
me
you.
emotional. Even oh no, I'm going to get wet eyes in the podcast. Help. Because it has been like the most amazing year in all the ways, and also the most challenging year of my life. And it is weird to hold that paradox. And I'm just so thankful that fucking someone has known what that's like to hold that.
I think it, like, I know when I went through it, there wasn't anyone.
Yeah. And then that makes me so oh my God.
And so there was no way I was letting you go through it without someone there. And I know there was times when you were in it where you're like, just leave me alone. It's like, I'm not going to leave you alone because I know what it's like to be alone and it's not good for you right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God. And then I'm excited to feel as though I am coming out the other side of it and to be like, oh my God, like what a gift and what an honor to help other people that are in that space.
Absolutely.
To know that they actually
And
don't
there's
have
a
to
lot
do it
of
alone.
people in this space that have been entrepreneurs for a while. They've had success and they're thinking, oh, I need to redirect. I need to change. And probably they don't. They probably just need to be more of what they are.
Yes.
And, you know, the same if they're in corporate. You see it a lot happening in corporate where they've done the corporate climb.
Yeah.
And then they get to the top and go, I don't even know if I want this.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I? Like, and this is all indicators of this particular level.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually going to do a call to action on this podcast, which we rarely do. However, if you're listening to this and you are in that phase right now, it's super important that you have the right people around you. And I can
Yes.
tell you that we are the right people. So send us a message, jump on our Instagram, send a message there, pop it into the podcast. We are here for you and we want to be here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We got you.
Yeah.